The Bitcoin bull flag pattern is right now breaking out, but please do not get fooled by this massive Bitcoin bearish divergence which we are currently creating here on the imminent short term. Because right now, while this is happening, we're creating a massive CME gap. We're looking at major signals and charts which are right now revealing that this is literally the worst time to be quitting the market right now here. So on today's update video, I will be talking about this, including the fact that Bitcoin is attracting much more capital compared to gold in the first few years of their ETFs. So I've got some very important data points which are proving the point that the bull market is literally starting right now. And also, guys, this is literally the worst time to be panicking, because we're seeing signals which the last time they flashed, Bitcoin increased off by 170% the last time it flashed here. So also the US elections are only happening in 16 days from now on. So guys, with that being said, don't forget to once again watch this video till the end. Slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So we're looking at Bitcoin creating a new CME gap over the course of this weekend, trading around $68,417, and the expectation is for the CME gap, like any other weekend, is that Bitcoin is just going to be hovering around this price here, and if we're going to be trading above it, we're most likely going to come back on the Monday, and if we're trading below it, we're most likely also going to come back on the Monday. So weekend price action is usually not so excited, and if it gets very excited, we're usually going to be reversing that price action on the Monday. So very important, which you need to be understanding right now. However, currently on the imminent short term, Bitcoin is, however, creating still higher highs while the RSI is creating lower lows, and that means that we're currently creating a bearish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame, which I believe is of course important to be paying attention towards. But yes, there is a potential situation that we are going to come down ever so slightly, but I personally would only see that as a bigger opportunity, since all the data is currently pointing towards the fact that most likely October is still going to be ending very bullish. I mean, currently I've been exactly right about week 42, which has been one of the most bullish weeks out of all. But you can see over here, last year we had literally from week 42 to week 49 only green weeks here. And if you're going to be looking at the monthly returns, you know that October, November and December, especially in bull market years, are historical the best performing months out there in crypto. So yes, I am very excited, and I think there's no big reason to be panicking. And you can see, if you're comparing it towards the 2017 cycle, we're seeing something very similar right now, where almost the entire year we have seen sideways consolidation, and in the last quarter we're going to be seeing exponential growth here. And so far 2024 has been very similar towards 2017, only we have to see how it's going to be ending. So yeah, with that being said, I also want to be pointing out the fact that in 2023, the structure in October was also very similar. We first saw that big dump just moments before September, and then basically we consolidated in October. The first days of October, we had some downwards price action, but then at the end of October, we had a massive increasement in valuation on Bitcoin. So that is very important to be understanding. Also, whale activity skyrocketed towards the upside, and you can see that currently on this level where we're currently trading on, whales are currently buying more than they have ever done before, and more whales are entering the market. Maybe they're seeing something that we are not seeing, but personally I am seeing exactly right now that the bull market is starting for Bitcoin as well. From off this point, you can see after the halving you see such a small consolidation phase, and then the bull market starts. I mean, this is exactly what we have seen so far, and in 2012, 2016, 2020 and 2024, it is just going to be all the same here until it's proven otherwise. I personally believe in a 4-year cycle on Bitcoin until it's proven otherwise, and currently I still think it's very likely that we're going to be seeing a big push towards the upside. If I need to compare this price action, which we're currently seeing here in 2024, to any of the other ones, I would say 2012, 2016, and 2020 are all looking very similar, because you can see in 2020 we had that consolidation phase downwards, then the explosion upwards. Then here also on 2016, just below that $850 mark, we had that downward consolidation. Here also just below the $15 mark, we had that downward sloping consolidation. I mean, everything is looking so similar right now that I think this is a bad time to be right now really exiting the market. I mean, on the bigger perspective, last cycle we got a 6x, and if we're right now only going to get a 3x, it would already be extraordinary in terms of returns which we could be making. I mean, making a 3x with Bitcoin will probably get you like 20 or 30x's on some of the altcoins. And with Bitcoin right now literally trading against the neckline, as soon as we break out of this exact neckline right here, guys, we're going to be in for a massive rally towards the upside. So make sure to prepare for this. There's a big breakout coming towards the market, and whenever this big breakout happens is the point where we're going to be seeing that next Bitcoin bull market really getting started. And yes, last week we had an entire week of massive flows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And if we're going to be comparing the gold to Bitcoin ETF, guys, like usually most of the ETFs, they attract a lot of money over a long period of time here. And that is what I'm exactly expecting with Bitcoin as well. I think that over the coming 10 years, we're going to see billions of dollars flowing in towards Bitcoin. But you can see that already Bitcoin compared to gold, we're attracting so much more than gold did in its first year. Bitcoin is already doing more than 20 billion US dollars, while gold barely did 1 billion US dollars. So insane amounts of flows which we are currently seeing. And that is just showing you the fact of the institutional interest in Bitcoin. And as there is so much institutional interest, do you really think Bitcoin is going to be dumping? Do you really think it is not heading in towards a new bull market? I personally think it will be heading in towards a new bull run, and it will be massive. We're breaking the downward sloping trend here on the daily time frame. You can see we've traded against a 217-day downtrend, which we right now officially broken above of. The Bitcoin bull flag pattern is also currently breaking out, and this price target is laying around 120,000 US dollars, guys. This is insane. And if you want to be trading any of these breakouts, whether it's on Bitcoin or altcoins, guys, don't forget to go to the link description of today's video, because right now you can claim a deposit bonus worth 10,000 US dollars on Blofin for only making a deposit and getting some volume in the exchange. So if you're interested in that, check it out in the link description of today. The good thing about Blofin is that you can trade without KYC. So make sure to check it out if you're interested to stay on the low, do not do KYC. But however, if you want to be trading with an exchange that is KYC'd, check out Bybit, because if you right now sign up an account using the link below, press on the link to Bybit, and you click on that link, you can currently claim a free $500 US airdrop position for signing up an account and completing your KYC. So if you're interested in that, check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, we can currently see here that Bitcoin is really trading in this massive consolidation phase still, and we're actually running in towards this major level of previous resistance, which I called many times before, the 68,400 US dollar level. I mean, this is exactly the level that got us rejected last time around, and I think that as soon as we break above this level, the next major resistance is obviously going to be 71,000 US dollars, but so far, we're still looking very great here on the market. But yeah, Bitcoin is running against that resistance, and I would like to see Bitcoin break above this level, and as soon as we break above it, yeah, then 71,000 US dollars is going to be imminent. Also, the monthly falling wedge pattern right now on Bitcoin is also starting to be breaking out here. The price targets of this are way higher, guys. I mean, such a falling wedge is always created in bullish consolidation phases, and the price target of such a wedge here, guys, it's going to be catapulting us up to 200,000 US dollars and beyond here. So Bitcoin is ultimately looking super bullish right now on the market. The monthly time frame, guys, consolidation above previous all-time high, then you consolidate in a downward sloping falling wedge pattern, and now you break outside of it. I mean, there is nothing more bullish than we can see over here. And yes, here also on the weekly time frame, the MACD is crossing bullish right now for the first time in a very long time here. To be exact, the MACD is crossing bullish for the first time in exactly 1 year here. And the last time this happened, the Bitcoin price increased by 171% here in value. And why wouldn't it happen once again this time around here? And altcoin season, guys, all the data is pointing towards the same thing here. Altcoin season is most likely happening in like 40 to 30 days from now on. I think there's a very bad time to be panicking right now here. Also with the US elections only 16 days out right now here. In exactly 16 days, we're going to be having the US elections. And if there's one thing certain for the price action of Bitcoin and its major bull markets always start after the US election. So I'm going to be closely monitoring what is going to be happening on the US election. But in my opinion, at this point, if Harris is still winning, we just know the election will be rigged here. So very important to be looking at this. And this will be probably really be the Kickstarter of the next Bitcoin bull market. So anyways, this was it for me in today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.